Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 14, 2024. Jamaicans will now find it cheaper to import electric bikes as the government implements a 50% reduction on the import duties and exemption from paying the annual license fee for the next 5 years. Minister of Finance and the Public Service Favourable Williams moved 2 resolutions in Parliament Tuesday to institute the new duty regime on e-bikes. The lower house approved the Customs Tariff Revision Amendment Resolution 2024 and the Road Traffic License Duties Order Resolution 2024.
I'm pleased to bring these amendments to reduce import duty on electric bikes 3 years and less from the date of manufacture from 20% to 10%, as well as provide an exemption from the payment of annual license fee.
The regime will be in place from April 1, 2024 to March 31, 2029. It follows a similar change made in 2022 when the import duty on some electric vehicles was reduced from 30 to 10%. Minister Williams says the policy decision is expected to reduce emissions and noise pollution.
This incentive goes a long way in helping to reduce tailpipe emissions, in keeping with Jamaica's transition to ensuring a clean energy future. In addition to zero emissions, electric bikes saves money on maintenance. And it is a big benefit to society in that there will be significant noise reduction using an e-bike versus the internal combustion engine bikes.
Also coming out of Parliament, it has been announced that the Ministry of Agriculture will be undertaking a pilot initiative to utilize concrete in rehabilitating farm roads. Portfolio Minister Floyd Green reveals that the ministry's technical team is in discussions with the local cement manufacturing company about solutions that can be incorporated into the farm road rehabilitation program.
So we would have looked at 2 options. Not just straight concrete roads, but our major concrete provider has a solution that they have implemented in other parts of the Americas. So we have already identified 3 roads in different climatic conditions across the country. We plan to do that before the end of the financial year so that we can see what is the stretch, what is the value, and how do they stand up to the elements.
Mr. Green says the ministry is seeking to implement a solution that is durable and cost-effective. 99 newly minted inspectors of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF are being charged to be examples of the transformation that's taking place within the force. The officers are graduates of the JCF's Inspector Development course, which took place on Tuesday. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, who has given the charge, says the group, which comprises corporals and sergeants, are prepared and well suited to be models of this undertaking.
As inspectors, you will now stand as role models for officers who look to you for guidance, upholding the highest standards of the JCF. The responsibility is substantial, but I am confident that each and every one of you is ready, willing, and fully prepared to excel in this role.
The Inspector Development course comprised training in leadership, personal development, management and administration, public order, operations management, policies and procedures, and crime and criminal investigation. Dr. Holness is encouraging the graduates to be active contributors to a renewed transformative vision of the JCF to strengthen national security, build safer communities, and enhance public trust in law enforcement agencies. The Transport Authority has announced new procedures for the seizure of public passenger motor vehicles, in particular taxis. Effective immediately, a Transport Authority inspector or a police constable shall have the power to seize any vehicle that is licensed as a stage carriage, express carriage or route taxi and is not being operated on the route for which it is licensed to do so. The authority's inspectors can also seize a licensed hackney carriage that is being operated as a stage carriage, route taxi, or express carriage. The same applies to licensed contract carriage and express carriage vehicles that are operating as other categories of taxi services. In addition, Any automobile being operated or used as a public passenger vehicle without a license issued for such operation or use can also be seized by a Transport Authority inspector. Managing Director of the Transport Authority, Ralston Smith, explains that in order to strengthen the system of accountability and ensure integrity of the process, the authorization for seizure of vehicles will start at the level of the area supervisor. The new procedures are being enforced in accordance with provisions under Section 13(2)(a) of the Transport Authority Act. Mr. Smith says that while seizure is prescribed for the various offences mentioned, he is encouraging his inspectors to be diligent, judicious, and prudent in the exercise of this power. Inspectors are implored to carefully consider whether the seizure exposes persons, property, or businesses to serious harm, adding that in some instances, based on the circumstances, it is best advised to proceed by way of a summons or ticket. Jamaicans with unpaid student loans who migrate to the United States will face significant challenges when they seek to update or renew their immigration status. This as the government and its U.S. counterpart have forged a partnership to identify Jamaican immigrants with outstanding student loan payments. Manager of the Loan Servicing Department at the Students' Loan Bureau, SLB, Cheryl Sergiu, explained the partnership during a recent JIS think tank.
Persons who may have migrated on the J1 visa, and so upon, let us say a teacher who may have migrated on a J1 visa and they want to renew their status with the US. And so before they actually do that, there's an arrangement where they have to, the US government needs to find out from us, the local government, if this person is indebted to the local government.
She emphasizes that clearing the loan would not only involve bringing the account up to date, but also fully settling the debt.
And so this is at that point that you'll find most of these beneficiaries will actually start servicing their loan, because we did not know and they didn't communicate with us that they have migrated.
And finally, the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica, PBCJ, is now running an exhibition chronicling 100 years of the country's audiovisual history. The exhibition, which covers the period 1913 to 2013, encompasses photos, images, and equipment highlighting some of the people, technology, and programs that have paved the way for Jamaica's vibrant broadcasting industry. Board Chair of the PBCJ, Rose Bennett Cooper, says that while the exhibition is not solely about the Jamaica Broadcasting Corporation, JBC, heavy focus is placed on that organization because of its impact on the broadcasting landscape in Jamaica.
The exhibition recognizes Jamaica's rich and important audiovisual legacy on which our modern broadcasting and audiovisual landscape is built. One thing is clear: technology does not stand still, and it is constantly evolving. And what seemed like cutting-edge and highly innovative technology years ago is now completely obsolete. And in another 100 years, the things we celebrate as new technology will be a distant memory.
The exhibition can be viewed at PBCJ's South Odeon Avenue offices in Kingston until the end of November. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.